Hi, Chris Kummer here again. Welcome to the Anatomy Show. We have one more episode for you in the 4-part series on the foot and weight balance. Are you curious about levitation? And do you like simplicity? I'd like to introduce you to the simplicity, the ridiculous simplicity actually of anatomy, how we can learn from the weight bearing on our feet and how to levitate from there, how to use anti-gravitational muscles. Now that we understand our weight is not supported in our heel, we can look at the action of the muscles in our foot to learn about what lifts us up. And here I like to link the 4 main movements to the 4 main muscles that we use for this explanation. So, get yourselves comfortable, get yourself set up. Either sit down where you can see your legs, or if you have good balance, you can stand up, of course, and stay standing. Good. First of all, I'd like you to pull the front of your foot towards your shin. As you pull that up, take a look at the front of your foot. Can you see a ropey tendon pop up at the front of your ankle? Yeah? And when you trace this down, you see it goes to the big toe side of your foot, kind of to the highest point of your arch there. Yeah? So this muscle lifts your arch while also at the same time pulling the foot back. Let's call this muscle the muscle on the front of the leg. Good. Then if you're sitting, stand back up, or if you're standing, I'd like you to come up onto the toes, on the balls of the toes. And it might not take long for you until you realize that, yes, this is my calf muscles, the muscles on the back of the leg holding me up. So these muscles on the back of the leg, which in short we'll call the muscles on the back of the leg, will lift your heel towards the back of the leg while also pointing your toe forward or your foot forward. Good. Next, either you can sit back down or balance on one leg for this one. I'd like you to lift the outside of your foot up. As you lift the outside of the foot up, you also notice the big toe kind of drops down and points away. And you can see on the outside of your leg, so this is without pulling the top of the foot towards your shin again, you can see and feel on the outside of your leg, you have a tendon, like a ropey bit again, popping up on the outside of your ankle. So that outside lifting, the lifting of that outer arch comes from the outside of your leg. So we will call this muscle the muscle on the outside of your leg. Next, stay on this leg or change legs and scoop your foot in. That inversion movement we spoke about earlier. As you scoop your foot in, then you will notice that not much is there to see. So here we're talking about a muscle that is less obvious, but you might detect there's a popping up of a tendon behind the inner ankle. This lift behind the inner ankle is then the 4th quarter. The inside of the ankle lifts. That is now the muscle on the inside of your leg. Front of the leg, back of the leg, outside of the leg, inside of the leg. These 4 muscles point your foot and lift the inner arch, lift your heel, lift the outer arch, and as you're scooping, you'll see certainly the inner arch comes up, so it's the inner lift as well. All 4 muscles have a lift against gravity. It's as simple as that. Try it out with your own feet now. Change and use both feet and then see what happens when you actively use all these 4 muscles together and how your foot starts to lift. Go through different postures and try this out too. Have fun exploring. Till next time.